As an affiliate marketer, we know that to get sales, we need a really good product, we need a sales funnel, and traffic go into that sales funnel. But even though we may have all those things together, it doesn't necessarily mean we're going to make sales or indeed scale. So if you've got to that stage where you've been excited, you've put all the assets together, you've got a sales funnel, you've got traffic going to that sales funnel, maybe it's solo ads and it's not really scaling, then pay attention, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you 6 ways or 6 reasons why you may not be making sales or you may not be scaling. So what I've done, I've got some notes here from a blog post that I've done over on johnmclaughlin.com. By the way, I'm John McLauchlan. Nice to meet you. The blog post is 6 reasons why your affiliate program isn't scaling even with traffic. And this is a common situation I find a lot of people in, where they get everything together. They may make 1 or 2 sales, they get really excited, and then then things drop off. Or they may have lots of sign-ups, initial sign-ups, they may have lots of leads coming in, and then things drop off. It's like, what's really happening? Okay, so this is going to go through those 6 areas that are really important to look at. So the first thing we're going to look at here is you may well be attracting the wrong kind of traffic. Now, I know the first thing that most people go for is solo ads, because it gives you instant it sort of opens the floodgates to the traffic. There are lots of whys and wherefores about solo ads, and certainly this is something that I talk about as well on my blog, but solo ads may or may not work. And as I always said, solo ads is a little bit like dipping a bucket into water and hoping you're going to get some fish. Sometimes you may get a few, and sometimes you may not get anything. But that doesn't mean that solo ads don't work. It just means that you have to look at the reasons why. Sometimes it can be the supplier, the solo ad supplier. And what I will say right now is that solo ads get a good and bad reputation for a reason. And generally you get what you pay for in terms of solo ads. So if you're brand new right now and you've tried solo ads, what most people say when they're beginners is, okay, I've spent $500 on solo ads, I only got a few subscribers, I didn't make any sales, it didn't work. Okay, and that's a mistake. When it comes to solo ads, without going off too much, is you need a budget for 3 months to do it consistently for 3 months and go through the steps I'm going to say here. Okay, so you're attracting the wrong kind of traffic. The other thing you want to look at as well is, are you attracting potential buyers, or are you attracting tire kickers? Are you attracting kind of biz-op people? And that's something else you want to be looking at as well in terms of the traffic. So if you're out there on social media, getting your traffic from TikTok's a great place to get it, but is it the right traffic? Maybe using something like LinkedIn, where it's slightly more professional, you may get a better quality or a better type of lead for the affiliate program that you're promoting. Okay, so it's really important to look at that. So the other little points I've put on here as well is, are you targeting the right keywords? Again, really important to know that, as I said before, when you target the right keywords, like let's say the funnel builder review, where people are looking for reviews with an intent to purchase, as opposed to the funnel builder login, where you can assume they're already customers looking for login details or looking for additional help from there. So optimize your funnels in the right way with the right keywords. So there's a couple of other points I just want to say before moving on. Does your landing page offer a solution? It comes down to that very basic principles of marketing. You will make sales when you offer the best solutions for people looking for answers, when you solve people's pain points. So does it do that? And when you get onto a landing page, does it tell your audience straight away within the first few seconds what it does and what it can do for them? Okay, so that's a really important point. And again, always be testing and always be measuring everything that you do in terms of a landing page. And again, relevance, as I said on there, relevance beats volume every time. So you've got to be relevant, you've got to be congruent, and you've got to get your point across as soon as you can. Okay, so that's the right traffic. Number 2, Your offer isn't compelling enough, even if you think it is. So you've probably heard this before, that if a funnel isn't converting, it's down to three things. Number one, the hook, two, the story, and three, the offer. So we're going to talk about the offer in this. So the thing is your product actually any good? Is what you're promoting actually going to solve the problem that your audience wants? And I was on a call the other day talking about a particular affiliate program. It's been doing really well. It's been revitalized, but somebody actually made a comment and said, well, I don't really understand why anybody would want to buy it. And that's quite a fundamental point, because if he's saying that, then there are certain elements of his audience also saying that as well. So in terms of the landing page, you've got to say, well, get that point across. This is why this affiliate program works. This is why this product is really good. So the offer, okay, you've got to get the offer right. Does the sales page do a good job of converting? And again, it just comes down to being relevant, taking away all the fluff and just giving people the facts. Remember, attention spans right now are getting less and less, not because of people, but just because of the way things are developing online. So, if you're going to do a landing page, make it relevant, make it congruent, give people the solutions that they want immediately, give them small wins, and they're more likely to go through and become more engaged with you, your product, and your brand. Okay. Right. And the other thing is, in terms of why the offer isn't compelling enough, is there other products, or are there other products on the market that are better? Because people are going to be looking, they're going to be comparing, they're going to be doing their research. And if there are, then is it worth promoting what you're promoting, or is it worth educating them about why your product should be chosen over, what could be perceived as better competitors or better competition? Okay, so let's just have a look. So number 3, this is key, and this is everything in business. It's everything with the online affiliate marketing space. You're not building a relationship with your audience. There are so many people out there now. Maybe you're watching this thinking, well, okay, I've got everything together. I'm leveraging AI in the right way. Everything's done. Everything's automated, and that's great. Okay. Remember that above anything to do with automation, above anything to do with AI or what it can do, people are at the core of what we do in business. And you need to build relationships with those people. Okay, don't rely on your AI system, because it's people, and people do business with people. Okay. Building relationships. How do you do that? Yes, you can send out emails, you can do all your social media stuff, but be present with your audience. And this is why videos are so important to do. You cannot, I don't think, build a sustainable business for the long term without being present with your audience, without reaching out to them, without talking to them, without seeing the whites of your eyes. It's never really going to happen. You may well make sales, and for people who are slightly more inexperienced, they'll say, well, look, I'm making 2 or 3 sales a month, with this system, and it's all 100% automated. But I guarantee it'll be for the short term. Okay, and then when you move on to something else, you're then going to struggle to get the systems in place. You need to be present with your audience. Okay. The other thing I will say is most people, they fall down on the follow-up. And when I got into this business, and everybody said that the fortune is in the follow-up, and it really is. People will take your lead magnet, people will sign up to your email list, and then what? Okay, are you going to rely on your email copywriting skills to get them over the into customers? It's down to the follow-up, and this is where a lot of people mess up. I guarantee the majority of people who are in affiliate marketing don't follow up in the right way. They probably use 1 or 2 different systems. Maybe they'll use a bit of social media and a bit of email follow-up to follow up. And what you need to do is cover all the different, we'll call them modals or touch points, to follow up with people. And the way you follow up is you offer value in the same way that you gave value for them to sign up as a subscriber. What you don't want to do on social media is hound people, because social media, to be honest, when you sign up for something and then somebody reaches out and then it's pushy, it's salesy, most people hate that. I hate that. So follow up with the same type of value and give people little wins every single touch point. Oh, by the way, I know you signed up for my email list, but I've just got this information here. Have a look at this. It's completely free. You're already subscribed, so go and help yourself. Give people more wins. That in turn is a follow-up. And either you'll know when some people are on the fence and you can leave them and they will come back to you in terms of being attracted and traction marketing, and some people that just need a gentle little nudge. Okay, by the way, we've got this thing going on today. We've got 2 days left and then it goes off sale. Just wanted you to have a look. Here's a link for more information. Just reach out to me if you need any more help. Something like that. Helpful, okay, not pushy. And do that on a multitude of different platforms and touch points, so they think you're everywhere, because you should be everywhere. Okay. And I said on there, value packed content. Make sure your content is packed with value. Don't assume that what you're putting together is value, because there's a very loose term in this industry of, okay, I'm going to give them value, okay, and it's just nonsense, like PLR kind of garbage that nobody really is interested in. Give them something that's really going to give them those little wins, okay, and that comes down to really understanding who your audience is and what resonates with them. And if you're a beginner doing this, if you go out with the right intentions, the intention is to help your audience. Forget about making sales, forget about you, forget about, oh, I want to go and do all the laptop lifestyle thing. Forget about that, because they will see that in your marketing and it will turn them off. So what you want to do is say, how can I help my audience in the best way? And that comes down to you going out there, doing some research, understanding what they need, understanding their pain points, and delivering that value to them. Okay, really important. The other thing as well is, and I see this less and less, and I tell you why I see this less and less, because more people are using AI. Use your own personality and use your own humor in the things that you do in your marketing, your videos, in your blog posts, whatever, because people resonate with that, and that's when you develop your brand. So people get to know, like, and trust who you are. There are so many videos and advertising out there right now that say you don't need to develop know, like, and trust. You don't need to do this. You can just do our system and you'll start making sales. And I'll tell you right now, it's absolute baloney. Remember, people do business with people, and you need to develop know, like, and trust in the eyes of your audience, regardless of how well you know AI. Okay, so it's really important to do that. And again, it's all about developing those long-term relationships. And if you're looking at people who start a new program, a new affiliate marketing program, or a new network marketing program, and 1 minute they've joined, and the next minute they're on the leaderboard, 2 or 3 months later, it's because they've got an established audience, because they've got an established brand, because they've done business with people, developing know, like, and trust over those years. Okay, so it's so important, let me tell you. And of course, email. Email right now, email, SMS, WhatsApp, all these different touch points you want to be using. Email, I would say, is still the number one strategy that people use to follow up with and make sales. Certainly gives you the best ROI in terms of what we do. So use it, and remember that anything on social media, it's stuff that you don't own. And quite a lot of people recently got their YouTube ads, so their YouTube channels closed down for no reason, whatever the reason was, I don't know. But and all that collateral, all that work, just goes overnight. So the only thing that we really have that we can download onto our systems is email contact addresses, and that is really important to get because it's traffic that you own. Okay, right, number 4. Okay, so number 3 is really important. If you don't take anything away from this video, take away number 3. Remember that the follow-up is really important, and remember that the majority of people who do affiliate marketing don't follow up properly or don't do it at all. Okay, so if you set yourself out to follow up with people, then you will be ahead of the majority of people. The other thing I want to say before we go on to number 4 is don't think that you're annoying people or just being too pushy when you follow up with people, because if you do it in the right way and deliver them value, then they will appreciate you taking the time out to deliver them something for them. Okay, and that's the way you want to be doing it. Right, number 4 is you're not testing and tracking properly. I've done this over the years. Well, I did this when I first started online, and it was a case of just get it built, just put the post out there, just do it, and as long as it's out there, then somebody will find it. Okay, it doesn't really matter too much about what it is, just get it out there. Okay, and I think I put some headings on there. I think that headline works. I reckon this button is good enough. I'm pretty sure people are clicking through, but I'm not quite sure. Okay, so you've got to test, you've got to track, and you've got to measure everything you can. And the majority of funnel builders these days come with built-in tracking anyway. So do it, and also make sense of the data. And a lot of things in business, it comes down to data. Okay, you get really good as a pilot, you don't look out the window, you look at the data coming in from the instruments. Okay, and that's the same sort of thing when you're marketing. So look at what's happening in terms of a sales funnel. Are people going over to the landing page? Yes. Are they signing up as subscribers? Yes. Are they converting? No. Why? There's your problem. Okay, but if you haven't got that data available, you're not really going to know. Okay, so it's really important to do that. And I said at the end, start testing like your income depends on it, because it does. Okay, really important. Right, number 6. So number 5. Okay, you're treating your affiliate program like a side hustle. Now, I don't really like the word side hustle. It reminds me of just like a bit on the side, somewhat on the side, just to be prodded and woken up, as opposed to. I don't like it. Okay, because it means small. And what you want to be doing in your business is treating it as a business and getting up and doing the work, even when you feel like staying in bed, or you've had a 12-hour shift and everything's gone wrong. And the last thing you want to do when you get home is do a video, but you do it anyway. Okay. That's really it. As I said on there, affiliate marketing is simple, but it's not easy. It's simple and straightforward, but it's not easy. So what you'll find is that affiliate marketing, as soon as you get affiliates, you've got competition. Or as soon as a really good affiliate marketing product comes onto the market, you've then got competition. And you've got to stand head and shoulders above that competition by outsmarting people and outworking people with the right medium, things like video, things like short videos, and getting your message out there. And that takes work. Okay, even if you're going to go down the AI route, you've still got to learn AI, and you've still got to put your personality into it and give people you and develop your brand. And that takes a bit of work. Okay, not a huge amount of work, but at the same time, you've still got to put the work in. All right, I think we've used that. I think we've used that word work enough in this one. Okay, you get the idea. Right, number 6. You're not giving people a reason to buy through you. Okay, you see it all the time where people say, if you buy through my link, I will give you all these bonuses. Okay, but you've got to give people something. And what I would say is give people you, and give them, again, add to the value, keep adding those little wins, but add to the value when it comes to making the sale. And the value is congruent to why they signed up in the first place, you see? And if they get through to becoming a customer of yours, they already understand the value. So if you're stacking that value in the right way, then they will understand what they're going to get with you, and that will be a compelling reason for them to join with you. Okay, so do that. Don't just give them PLR stuff. Don't just say I've got all these bonuses and they're worth $50,000 or something. That was an old method that I never used to use it, but a lot of people used to use. And when you downloaded the bonuses, it was all PLR nonsense, and it devalues not only you but your product and your whole business. Okay, so give them something that is valuable. Maybe a 10-minute coaching call. And if you're not a coach, have a chat with them, because in the eyes of your customer or your affiliate, you are elevated in their eyes. Their perceived value of you is up here because you've already done the thing. You've already put your sales funnel together, or you've already put a video together, and maybe they haven't. So have a chat with them and talk to them about them. What is it you want to do? What do you want to achieve? What's your work ethic like? And just they will tell you what they want to know. And in the eyes of them, that is a high perceived value bonus that you can put together, where you're getting more information about your customers, which is exactly what you need. You can get more information about their pain points, and also you're delivering more value to them as well. So it makes so much sense to do that. But again, it's just putting yourself out there. And what you'll find is it's not scary. It's not anything that it's not really going out your comfort zone, just talking to good people. Okay, that's all it is. So do that. Yeah, and that's how you stand out, because if you do that and they get a good feeling, a good meeting from you, they're going to tell other people, and you're going to develop your brand and your reputation as a credible online business owner. All right. So the final point I've made in this article is, why aren't you scaling? And I've put together 4 very congruent points. You're sending the wrong people to the wrong offer with no real trust and no reason to buy from you. So if you change those around, then you will start to make sales, and you will also start to scale your affiliate marketing business. Go through those points, and what I would do as well is go back, watch this video again and take some notes, and then go over to your sales funnel if you've got one and implement the points that I've just made. Okay, if you haven't got a sales funnel, then on the just below you'll find access to the sales funnels that I use, and it's really simple and straightforward. More importantly, myself and the team can give you all the help you need to put it together and to make it convert, which is really important. Okay, right, so if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, I really appreciate if you can subscribe to the channel. If you got some value from this video, give us a big thumbs up. There's some really good key points there. And I said, go back, watch the video, and I will see you on the next one. I'm John McLaughlin. We'll talk soon. Bye for now.